Hello and welcome to the Amma in Heaven special, the evolution of the Queen of Amapiano, Sha Sha. You can see what went down when I got to spend a few days with the Queen of Amapiano. I'm still trying to stop crying. Sit back and enjoy. Hello and welcome to an audience with Afrolicious Mumma. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing multi-award nominee, SAMA nominee, BET winner, Sha Sha. It's an emotional one for me. We've had a little conversation, so she knows why this is a precious moment for everybody, for the Amapiano scene, for the UK, and especially for her journey to an interview with Sha Sha. So would you like to introduce yourself and just let the viewers know where you're from and a little bit about yourself?
Okay, so I am Sha Sha, also known as the Queen of Amapiano, from Zimbabwe. And yeah, man, I am a singer-songwriter.
Okay, and so much more. So I normally always start by asking what it was your earliest music memory.
Whoa. I remember it was mostly okay. Yeah, now I remember. I remember every time when we go home with my dad, there was always a thing that he would play Oliver Mtukoti's music.
Okay.
Oliver Mtukoti, Mapfumo, like all the people from home. That was the first time I really got it was like a tradition. Like we know that this is the music that's gonna be playing every time when we go go to our hometown in Tare. And then from there it just kind of broadened, because I moved so much growing up.
Okay.
I stayed in South Africa for a bit, Botswana for a bit, Mozambique for a bit. I moved quite a bit. So I started getting exposed to all sorts of sounds and people and cultures and everything.
So that's why you can sense that. So it sounds like a beautiful, enriched journey.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Oliver Kumuti, so excuse the pronunciation.
It's okay.
But one of my first ever performances with a live band, they used one of his pieces, so that's really precious. I really love that. I really love that, where we've been speaking about spiritual and the universe and everything. That's really touched me. So that being your first musical experience, how did you get into music? What was the gateway?
So for a long time, right after, listening to music and whatnot, I remember it started as poetry first. I used to just write poems and stuff, and then it kind of then just went into me writing songs. And then I remember I was supposed to be going to nursing school, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to nursing school. And in the meantime of that, like while you're doing your, you know, trying to plan everything to go to school, I would just like go to the studio for the fun of it with my friends, you know? And I remember, I think one of the guys, Jeremiah, he's like, yo, why don't you just jump on something, try and sing something, you know? Because you got a good voice. I never really thought that I was like that type of artist, like I'm going to be out here, you know? I never really thought that way. I thought, no, I'm just going to go do nursing and I'll figure out that's my path, you know? And I recorded, that was the first time now, like, I hit the studio and then started recording. And I remember my friends, I was like, yo, you should be doing this. Like, you sound great on this. And I'm like, yeah, you know. I really didn't quite, you know, get it then. And then eventually I think he secretly took the song and and gave it to one of the radio personalities in Harare, it's like the capital city, in Zimbabwe. Then it just started picking up. People were actually now just vibing with it and whatnot. And I'm like, oh snap! So I think this is what I should be doing. And then the CEO then hit me up and like, you should come through. You should. He wanted to introduce one of like, should I say, prominent mentors in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
And yeah, that's where it all started.
Okay, so I've been doing my research, and over the period of years that I've been listening to your music, and I heard a mention of you being in a choir.
Yeah.
Okay, so my assumption was it was the choir that led you to music.
Oh yeah, I mean, none. I think it was definitely that moment in the studio, and when my friends were like really like talking about it, like talking about like, yo, dude, you should do this, you should get into this, you know. But music has always been there, you know. It's always been there around me. Like, I just didn't really like saw it and be like, okay, this is what I should do.
Okay, because
you know,
you just answered what was going to be one of my next questions.
Oh.
So if not music, then what? So now I know it would have been nursing. And I come from a family of nurses and nursing.
Yeah.
And music, so it seems like caring and music and all of those things going hand in hand. And I'm a music healer, so I always say we all started with a beat, so it only makes sense that the beat guides us, heals us, and very much so that's what your music has done for me, especially recently. Because there's on last week my grandma passed away.
Oh no.
And it was a few weeks, just a couple of months after my grandfather passed away. So Unguame, I got to play that to her before she passed, and after she passed away, the lyrics just hit me so differently and just made me understand, because one of our last conversation was, she said to me, why didn't he wait for me? Why did he go without me?
Oh my God, you're gonna make me cry right now.
No, seriously, I'm trying to hold back the tears too, because I'm gonna do something special for her, and we're definitely gonna be playing the track, and it's just been so healing.
I'm a sucker. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because the lyrics are just so powerful, and to understand that it helped ease the pain, to know that she died of a broken heart, cardiac arrest. Oh my God. So we knew that her heart was broken, so we knew that she couldn't be here without him, so she needed to go and meet him in the afterlife.
God.
So when I hear that song, and on Saturday, wow, people are looking at me like, why is this woman crying in the club?
I'm trying so hard not to, but oh my God, like.
So for that, thank you, because that's helped with the healing.
Oh
that has really helped.
Wow.
And I can't believe it, because we've been emotional already, speaking about how you connected with my healing journey, heartbreak, and now grief. So one thing that you do with your music is you effortlessly draw the emotion. Yeah. Effortlessly. And one thing that I found as healing, when I decided to leave corporate and go on that crazy journey I told you about, it was definitely listening to music and feeling my energy in motion, the emotions, and understanding that music can help them pass through me. If I surrender to the sound, I can release that emotion. So,
Oh my God.
so,
wow.
so you're very powerful, very, very powerful. And you recently had your birthday not so long ago.
Oh no, that was in July.
I know, in July, because you was working on your birthday.
Yes, I was.
So you was working on your birthday. I managed to jump into the live. I was in the radio show and everything.
Wow.
So that just shows testament to your dedication.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to know. How do you remain so dedicated and driven and keep going in this thing we call music?
One thing for sure is I love what I do. That's like the number one thing, you know. I love what I do, and because of that, it just keeps it keeps feeding my spirit every time. When I'm, you know, when I have these moments like this is the reason why I do it.
Soul food.
You know, exactly. Oh my God, I hope I stop crying. Oh my gosh,
I'm sorry.
But it's good. It's good. So, man, these moments when I'm on stage, when I hear people sing back to me, they all have their like stories that they share that they like when I meet them, and they tell me their stories and what they've, you know, what I've done with my music and everything, and those things feed my soul. Like it's beautiful, you know, and that for me is what just keeps me going, keeps me at it, and thing is, I'm one person who I wanna keep evolving and keep becoming a better version of myself in every single, you know, area of my life, be it my music, be it me as a person, be whatever it is really. So that's what really, you know, keeps me going with music. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you now, as a well-being therapist, I have a routine that I do in the morning called my AM well-being, my 5 a day. 5 things I do in the morning to feed my soul that ensures I have a good start to the day.
Yeah.
So do you have any routines for your well-being, and what do you do to keep yourself going?
For me, definitely, like, I wake up super early. Like, I wake up at 5 a.m.
5 a.m. gang. Even after, I saw my alarm clock in the club, which was strange.
But yeah, so I wake up at 5 a.m. I usually hit the gym. And then after that, I have like this thing I do on Calm. I'm calm, and I just have like this moment where I just get into my own zone, just a moment of silence before I start the day. And I pray, of course I pray, I meditate, and then afterwards I go into my day. And it could be emails, whatever, but that's what I do every day, literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. As a meditation coach and someone who delivers guided meditation, that is beautiful. I love to hear that.
Great.
I love to hear that, because I feel like if everybody has that kind of practice, it will just keep them balanced.
Yeah.
And even when things are chaos, power cuts, change of location, you can still keep going. You just have faith and you just keep continuing.
Yeah, you can find that calm in the storm.
Being able to find your inner peace. Beautiful. So, your journey has taken you many places and gotten you many accolades. So let's talk about some of the things that you've been nominated for and awarded. So I know, but I'd like you to share that with the viewers.
Okay, so I was nominated and won the BET Best International Act. There was the Summers. I'm just not sure about the
Summers twice. You get a lot of nominations for the Summers.
Yeah, for the Summers. And then there was the Mamas at some point. Then there was, oh my gosh, I don't remember, but there was a couple.
MTV?
Yes, MTV.
MTV. So when I heard that you was in our house, when you won, the whole of our postcode, like our township, for those who don't know, township postcode, everybody heard my voice, screaming in the house, crazy screaming. And yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful moment. Beyond you winning, just that having South Africa and Amapiano recognised in a category like that, and just giving it that exposure, which is beautiful. Because I've got relatives that are in the States and they're like, oh, isn't she that girl that you always play her song?
Oh wow.
So it was really nice to just to witness and watch the evolution and just see how you're evolving. So we're talking about your evolution. So
Yeah.
what next?
Yeah, for me right now, the next chapter, of course, is I have an album that's coming up right now on the 23rd, just 2 weeks from now. Just
I know,
now.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, so I have an album coming up right now, and after that, I'm really focusing on performance. You know, back at home, there's this rapper called Casper Nyovest, right?
Yes, yeah.
And he has shut down stadiums and done all these crazy things, and I always kind of imagine, like, I haven't seen any female doing that, you know?
Oh, you're going to do that.
You know?
I was there on Saturday. You are going to do that. Saturday, your performance was amazing.
Thank you.
I got to glimpse some of the behind the scenes footage of you just before you performed, having your little tour, because I know Ade doesn't take no for an answer. So you got to do your tour, go inside, and then I got to see a little bit of your setup. So how did you feel before the performance and going into all of that? What was your feeling?
You know, for some odd reason, I just felt like, I had these questions, like, do they really know me? Do they know me? And I'm like, I'm just like, oh no, you know what? Let's see how it goes and stuff like that. But I'm always nervous before any performance.
It's, for me, I say, if you don't feel uncomfortable, being uncomfortable is the most sure sign that you're growing. I always put that in my head. Okay, this feeling means that I'm growing. Whatever I'm doing right now, I'm growing. So today, yes, a lot. I felt that a lot. So I was like, this must be a big piece of growth, because this one feels very uncomfortable. So a little bit of nerve. So that is beautiful to hear, that even no matter how far you go and how you go on, that you will always have that sensation.
Yeah.
And that I'm spiritual, so I call that transmutation, like transmuting that energy into the performance and into the delivery. So I can't wait to see if you're going to harness your skill in performing. After what I saw on Saturday, I'm excited for what is next. And the outfits and the fashion, because I saw you wearing green and I was just like, yep, heart chakra, that energy, the emitting love and everything.
Yeah.
So with your fashion and your style and everything, you've got the cover for I'm Alive is amazing.
Thank you.
FYI, I'm Alive out 23rd of this month, incoming. Listening party tomorrow. So the colour scheme on there and everything, beautiful. So you're very fashion conscious and everything like that. So would you be working with any brands in the future potentially for clothes and fashion?
Of course. I feel like I'm still learning about it, learning about fashion and really getting into it. But I've always been someone who just like be on Pinterest or just like reading stuff or just watching Rihanna or whatnot, like just growing up, and I think I've just fallen in love with, with clothes and stuff, and I definitely see myself tapping into that space. Definitely. I think it would be either after the whole performance, because I want with the performance situation, love to see like huge production, choreo, everything, the whole thing, Yeah. So I want to do that and tap into fashion, see how it goes.
Okay, because in my former life, before music grabbed me back, I was working in Knightsbridge, so there is amazing places for you to go and shop and amazing stylists. So I was definitely feeling like it was my ancestors calling me, and then from there, there's a festival in Jamaica that we call is honouring a warrior called John Canoe, and he fought off the slave traders for 20 years. So he's honoured to this day. There's been a festival for 400 years, and the sound of that festival is the essence of Amapiano. And so it's the ancestral calling. So I just know that this journey is meant to be and how powerful it is. But from your perspective, coming from South Africa to the UK, how do you feel about the UK's take on Amapiano and its reception and the culture here?
Honestly, it surprised me, because this is my first time in London, and just seeing Coco, I performed there just now, and I was so shocked.
I think everybody lost their voices screaming, Sha Sha, we want a party. We were waiting. I think people were saying that from the queue outside, all the way in, and it was beautiful for me to not be on the stage or in that side of the environment and just see how it was received from the dance floor and just feel that energy.
It was shocking. I didn't expect to see how much everybody has like embraced it. Even with the chants. The chants are from SA.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing them singing back. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
How do they know?
Like, I'm so shocked. I was just so shocked, and I loved the energy. I loved the vibe, and it's so cool, man. Like I was just out of words when I got off that stage. I took a moment. I went in the bathroom and I started crying. I was like, oh my god.
I cried. I cried because I could see the journey of Ade. I think it was more, for me in that moment, it was seeing Ade's growth and just seeing him perform with you. And for me, he was one of the gatekeepers that really showed the UK Sha Sha. So for me, that part of the journey was very beautiful. And just to see the evolution of Amapiano in the UK connecting with SA in an authentic vibe environment, and I haven't been to SA yet, but
you got it.
Yeah, I can't wait. I am so excited. December, oh gosh, I hear about December and I am so looking forward to go out there, not only for the Amapiano and the culture, but to go out there and really see if I can understand and find out about my roots and culture and and the food.
Of course.
Oh, the food.
Of course. Yeah. I mean, you have to, man. You have to. So, it's a vibe out there.
Talking of food, I'm a big foodie.
Yes.
In my previous career, I was food, gourmet grocery. So for you, what is your favourite food? Because I've been seeing some things. I've been seeing you enjoying yourself. So I can tell that you're a foodie. So
yes. And what's crazy is I just forgotten the name, but I actually had some Jamaican food yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I had it was
curry goat.
I don't know. It was
jerk chicken.
Jerk.
Oh, okay. If I'd have known that, I could have bought some with me. I could have cooked some.
I had jerk chicken, which was amazing. It's like this burst of flavor. I was like, oh my god, this is so good.
Okay, now I know you like Jamaican food. Right. Yeah. So
it was so good, and then like later, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna gain weight. Oh my god, I had like, what you call it, oxtail and rice.
Oxtail, butter beans and rice. Yeah.
Got that. Oh my god, that was so good.
Okay, yep. See, I like it. You see, Jamaican food.
It was so good, man. So far, but I really enjoyed that. Then I remember earlier they took me out to Cream, I think.
Creams, the dessert.
Yeah, that was also a vibe. But yeah, man, I love food. I love food.
Do you know what I have to do? I live in Crystal Palace. It's infamous for its hills. People train for marathons on this hill. So what I do is if I eat something that I feel like it's going to do me damage, I'm like, okay, you're doing the circuit. How many times do you need to do today for that? Okay, creams, maybe 3 times, 4 times.
So I had to, like, I think the following day, after that day, I went for a run, because I'm telling you, I couldn't say no to it. I just couldn't. It was too good.
No, but what have you managed to enjoy anything in London? Any of the sites or anything like that?
Yeah, I just yesterday we went to go see, I think it's Buckingham Palace. Yeah, we went.
Which is an epic time for you to see, because the irony is not lost on me that the Queen of Amapiano comes into the UK as the Queen passes.
This is just
So as one Queen leaves, one arrives.
Wow.
Yep. So I just sat back and I just thought,
wow, can you believe you take like that?
Yeah. So definitely. But for us, it was for you coming to the UK, powerful, and I think it was the one that a lot of people have been waiting for. So we've talking about where you're going next, and what you're going to do next, and you're going to focus on performance, and of course, tomorrow.
Oh yes, the listening session.
Because I've been allowed to have a life for like a week because you're in town. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mum, for babysitting.
That's all good.
So for me, this has been very special, very emotional, and I just want to say thank you for listening, watching, and thank you, Sha Sha, the Queen of Amapiano, for blessing me with your presence, your energy, your healing.
Thank you for having me.
No, it has been beautiful. beautiful chaos.
Yes.
Beautiful chaos.
Yeah.
So this is me, the Afrolicious Mumma, signing out for now.
Right. And it's epic Hammer in Heaven anthem and Amapiano anthem. And we're going to jump out of this one. We're going to bring it all the way down.
I'm sorry. I'm trying so hard not to, but oh my god, like.
So for that.